Hey road trippers, we're here at Chimney Rock National Monument. Just want to show you around the park. As a family of stargazers, we consider this Colorado park a must visit if you're interested in celestial events. It's located in southern Colorado in a relatively quiet part of the state. And as you can see, the parking lot has a decent amount of spaces for visitors. We're headed to the visitor center first to soak up some space info before hitting the trails. Inside they have plenty of displays showing how ancient people used to live here and the archaeologists that worked in the area. Everyone is really interested in this old push-button Nokia for some reason, I don't remember why. There are other great interactive displays to check out and some cool pottery too. Most importantly, and the whole reason we came to Chimney Rock, is to learn more about the northern Major Lunar Standstill. Without getting too technical, it's basically an event that happens every 18.6 years when the moon reaches its highest point in the sky much further north than usual. I'll talk more about its significance once we get to the ancient ruins in a little bit. Here's a quick peek at the gift shop, and it's time to head outside. We'll take a look at the trail down here after I show you the amphitheater area. You can see the stone is nice and new, which is going to be an interesting contrast when we compare it to the ancient ruins high above in a bit. The park did a nice job building it. The nature trails wind through here and are gravel, level, and well maintained. You can see we visited in the fall with all the pretty orange, yellow, and red foliage everywhere. But you probably don't care about that and just want to see the actual Chimney Rock, so let's head over to it. You first want to grab a pass at the kiosk, which takes credit cards. You'll find it directly in front of the parking area. It's pretty easy to find. The signs are also easy to follow here when you're driving. We're going to the Upper Mesa and Kivas area, which is to the right. There's a sign along the way reminding you to pay if you didn't. As for the gravel road, it's well graded and not too bumpy. All the cars and trucks should easily be able to make it without using four-wheel drive. It's wide enough for two vehicles to pass each other without an issue. Just be courteous when going around the turns, and remember, you're on the side of a cliff with no guardrails in certain spots. If you've never driven on roads like this, simply go slow and you'll be fine. We're at the parking area, and as you can tell, it's pretty much in a row with minimal space behind each parking spot. And the same goes for the two levels of spots. Also, remember to watch for small kids walking behind your vehicles. We'll show you two areas of ruins here. The first is up this hill from the parking area, and the second will be downhill. This one is the Great House Trail, and it's an easy 1/3 mile hike with 200 feet of elevation gain. While you're here, make sure not to disturb the artifacts, since many Pueblo people consider it part of their history and of cultural significance. This trail has fantastic views along the way, so be sure to soak it all in when making the trek to the top. They have markers for guided tours if you want to learn more than what's on the signs located on the trail. There are a few rocky areas, so watch your step, and take breaks if you need to. We stopped just to take some photos and enjoy the spectacular scenery. You can see for miles up here. We're almost at the top. Always stay on the trail and don't cut the switchbacks. That helps to slow erosion and preserves the trail for everyone to use. Here are the main ruins. These remaining structures are about 1,000 years old and were created by the ancestral Puebloans that later gave rise to the indigenous tribes that still live in Colorado and New Mexico today. These people are now the Hopi, Ute, and Zuni Native American tribes. You can see Grayson and Preston sitting for a photo in front of Chimney Rock on the right and Companion Rock on the left. They're pretty neat landforms when you imagine people up here long ago looking at the moon between them. The moon passes through these sandstone spires of Chimney Rock and Companion Rock during the Major Lunar Standstill every 18.6 years. So what is a Major Lunar Standstill? Here's an easy way to visualize what's going on. Imagine the Earth like the fulcrum or pivot point of a seesaw with the moon as the swinging end. The moon's orbit is slightly tilted, so as it travels around the Earth, it appears higher and lower in the sky, similar to the rising and falling of a seesaw. During a major lunar standstill, the moon reaches its extreme positions, swinging from its highest or lowest positions on its path. This means it'll appear at its most northerly or southerly point in the sky. Hopefully one year we'll get to see this event, which must have been amazing to witness from up here over 1,000 years ago in this settlement. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take any night tours here or attend a star party, but one day we're hoping to. The remaining structures of these ancient people overlooking the San Juan National Forest is amazing. To think they partially built them for stargazing and lunar cycles makes us wish more people still cared about the night sky in the same way. We're on our way down to another area to see more ancient structures. It's the same path down, just watch your step and know that you can take it slow, especially when it's wet. This kind of sandstone tends to get slippery in the rain. Also keep your eyes wide open for the awesome views in this direction. We've made it back to the parking area where there's a shade structure, and then directly across the small road is an overlook seating area. It has a map of the Mesa Village trail, which is our next little hike. If you're more into paved trails or using a wheelchair or have a stroller, this might be the best trail for you. It's a short quarter-mile hike that gradually descends down to more ancient Puebloan structures. You could stop and learn about the history of the area on the signs along the trail. The walk is partially shaded in some areas if you get too hot, and it's a pretty easy walk overall. They have a relatively large kiva to check out, which is one of the biggest in this region, along with pit houses plus other structures. The views are also very nice on this trail. I personally learned about middens, which was basically heaps of debris or cultural remains archaeologists study. There's a lot to learn about here. We're steadily climbing back up to the parking lot. You can see they have small overlook pullouts on the trail if you get tired in a wheelchair. The same goes for the benches if you need a break. So after exploring Chimney Rock's more focused Great House Trail, stop by this trail. They also have bathrooms and trash cans up here to use before you start exploring. All right, road trippers, I hope you enjoyed this look at Chimney Rock National Park. See you in the next video. Bye.